Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. We are back with Frieren Beyond Journey's End episode 4. Last episode we had Frieren remembering Fern's birthday and, saving up money secretly to buy her, the hair ornament and also share some dessert with her. It was funny to see Fern's reaction like, oh, she can save money, so I guess she's not very frugal. It's just a funny surprise. We also got another flashback with Frieren, and it seems that, similar to the flashback, she's going to be more intentional about getting to know Fern. And Fern was just happy that she was even going to try, and it surprised Frieren, like, oh, even trying means this much. So continuing to bond and move forward in their journeys. And then we also get to see some defensive magic training and how best to utilize that to protect yourself, but also to keep reserves of mana so you don't wear out, because it seems defensive magic does take a lot of mana from you. I imagine that will come up in later episodes. And the defensive magic was perfect because, like, Himmel kind of believed that Frieren would show up and, save the village from, Qual, the elder sage of corruption. Now Fern is with her, and so she's gonna need to be able to defend herself whenever they deal with him, and shortly after they do end up breaking the seal. And during that fight we learn the history of Zoltrak, and I guess that's kind of why, or is why, Frieren wanted Fern to read that history book, because I'm sure it mentioned all of this, what she ended up explaining in that fight. And Qual learns that, just like some of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh decks, he's been power crept since he's been sealed. It's been 80 years, and humans and other magic wielders have developed defensive spells to Zoltrak, which used to be able to pierce, and now not so much. Even with that being the case, it was still really impressive seeing how Fern was able to not only defend against the Zoltrak, multiple Zoltrak beams, but also be very accurate and not overuse mana. That was a really cool scene, capped off by Frieren launching her own Zoltrak and just shooting straight through Qual and the whole cliff. That was cool. And that's pretty much where the episode ended, aside from, small clip at the end. But we're gonna hop into the next episode. It's called The Land Where Souls Rest, so let's hop in.
It's been difficult for ships to navigate, so all sorts of things wash up on our shore. In the old days, the entire village used to pitch in and help clean up.
Oh, they should be able to use magic to clean it up here, though.
These waters were beautiful once.
Yes, I know.
I guess she'd been there before.
Would you be willing to accept this as payment?
It's a book written by the legendary mage Flamme.
Mistress Frieren.
Flamme, okay, so
Is this the
that
only
was
grimoire the
who
village has?
Yes.
was mentioned in the
It shall do.
first
Will
episode,
restore
like
your
in the very
quest to
opening.
its former glory. So, you've been studying like I told you to. Good girl,
That makes
Fern.
sense after the fight with Qual.
Texts
She's gonna be
attributed to
studying after
Flamme
that.
are real. This is yet another poor imitation.
And why did you accept the job?
I'm doing this for me.
Sounds like we have another long stay ahead of us.
How long is this one gonna take?
Always a joy to see my best customer. I threw in something extra just for you.
Long enough for her to become a regular at
A
this
gift
bakery.
for 3 months of loyalty.
Okay,
Have you
3
gotten
months.
used to our
Wow.
village yet?
Yeah, time just flies by in this show.
It's morning time. You need to wake up. There's work to do.
She always has that same face when she's getting her hair brushed. Well, I guess when she's getting ready.
Sure isn't going to clean
I
itself.
don't think she's a morning person. Or a moments after I wake up person.
Something occurred to me.
What's that?
I wonder if you might actually be a rather irresponsible sort of person. I wake you up at a reasonable hour every morning, then get you dressed and feed you. You do know that I am not your mother, don't you?
I'm capable of doing all that myself.
How did you ever manage traveling with the heroes' party? They must have been uniquely patient people.
They were unique, certainly.
Definitely unique.
Though Heiter did often click his tongue in disapproval. Sorry.
Watch it.
understand
Look at
for
his shadow. That's hilarious.
Oh my, he gave you the tongue click of rage.
Oh yeah, she probably knows all about that, or at least some kind of version of it.
How's the big cleanup coming along?
I would say that we're about 2/3 of the way there.
Do you think
Okay,
it'll
almost
be
done.
ready by the New Year's festival?
Barely.
A month and a half. They'll be here about 4.5
In that
months.
case, I sincerely hope you'll be able to join us in watching the sunrise this time. A sight to behold.
So this whole
Still quite a
cleanup
bit, yeah.
operation is related to the New Year's festival?
In this village, it's customary to welcome the new year by watching the sunrise. It's something about the way the light reflects off the clear water. They say that it's quite beautiful.
Yeah, most of the scenes with the sun and the water have been,
You think
beautiful.
that I could wake up that early?
That does seem unlikely.
Let's try to hurry. We don't have much time.
Treasure. Just some seaweed though.
The water quality is looking great.
Yeah, it's
Our
looking
work
really
is
nice.
done with a whole night to spare.
It hardly looks like the same beach.
We get to add fish
Thank
to
you for
the
all
cat
your hard
and
work, Miss
rat
Freeman.
squirrel
Tomorrow,
animal count now.
You'll be joining us for the festival, right? We're excited to have you.
There's no way you'll be able to wake up in time. It would be impossible.
She's just not gonna go to
What
sleep.
if I simply don't sleep?
Yeah, exactly.
You're that intent on seeing the sunrise?
To be honest, I couldn't care less. That's the reason I'd like to see it.
Oh, I was getting ready to
don't
say I
understand.
predict a
Neither did I.
flashback to where her and Himmel and their group, watched it together. But I feel like she would care if that was the case.
You didn't come to the New Year's festival with us. Why not? You broke poor Heiter's heart. Now he's bedridden.
Poor Hyder.
What a sensitive soul.
The only thing he's sensitive to are the effects of his drink.
The rest of you got to go, so what's the issue?
You should have been there too. We wanted you to enjoy it.
I doubt it would have brought me any joy.
You're wrong there. You would have loved it.
Why's that?
Because you're just that kind of person.
Mistress Frieren, you have to wake up, or else you'll be late to the festival.
Mama.
Who do you think you're calling Mama, young lady?
It's certainly pretty, but I wouldn't say it's worth waking up early for. Maybe Himmel didn't know what kind of person I was after all. I'm off.
Don't talk so
I need to
soon.
go back to...
Look at it, mistress. It's so beautiful.
It's just a sunrise.
I like how they're doing the sun hitting off of
Left up to me. I
their
can
hair
tell
and
you're
their skin
happy.
and stuff.
Maybe so, but only because you're smiling. Oh. I wouldn't have been able to see this sunrise if I'd been on my own.
Absolutely not. If I weren't here, you'd still be snuggled up in bed.
I think he would. I
Are
guess
these for your family? It happened
Himmel
a
was
long
saying
time
she would have
ago.
loved it just because of the people
Demons
she was
attacked
with,
my village and showed no
not necessarily
mercy.
because she would have enjoyed it, just like what happened with her and Fern.
What are you doing? Praying, of course. I like to think we go to heaven.
Until several thousand years ago, people largely accepted that nothing comes after. But I know the dwarves value tradition.
I, for one, don't think it matters either way.
I agree. In the grand scheme of things, I can't say how much it truly matters. A heavenly realm where souls can live in luxury. It's a nice thought.
Good point. That is more convenient. Let's pray.
Let's.
Even Eisen joined in.
Hello there. I thought I'd drop by.
They actually made their way back.
If it hasn't been 30 years.
Okay, so it does
not
seem like
very long at all,
dwarves
then.
have a slightly extended lifespan,
I suppose not.
or at least not quite up
I
to
never
elves,
thought
but
you would take on an
considerable more to
appearance.
humans.
Eisen, I came to see if there's anything I can help you with.
I heard you paid a visit to Hyder before he passed away, and asked him the same thing. Hyder and I rode often.
You're much friendlier.
It's nice
than
that
you
they kept
appear.
in touch.
Or perhaps you're not friendly enough.
Well, tell me, is there anything we could do? Full basin. This takes me back.
So you've been here before?
Long ago.
Probably in prehistoric times.
Not even I have lived that long. What are we looking for?
The notes of Flamme, the legendary mage.
But you know most of her supposed writings are fake.
Not this one. I have a lead from her. Her genuine notes are located somewhere in Full Basin.
His research was in-depth, quite driven for a corrupt priest. Let's
So
begin.
funny how his name
We
is
can
normally
start
followed by
looking
corrupt
for a
priest.
giant tree.
A giant tree?
Let's search as efficiently as possible.
You never cared about other people's time before.
That's all Fern. She's scary when she's mad.
Good to know. I'll watch myself.
Whoa! Was he just lifting up that boulder without help from them? My gosh! Eisen's awesome. In his prime, he must have been crazy.
I spotted a large tree growing over some ruins to the west of here. This way.
Meet you there.
30 years ago, at his funeral, you said that you wished you would have gotten to know him better. In my humble opinion, you should tell that to Himmel himself. Flamme's notes discuss her conversations with the dead.
It's not straight up resurrection or anything like that,
You
but
know more. Don't you want to learn more about your lost friend? It was evident that you had regrets. We wanted to help you through them.
yeah, they all really do care about each other from that original group.
A barrier. And a powerful one. It's protecting both the tree and the ruins.
It's been over 1,000 years now. And here I am dancing in the palm of my master's hand. How is that going to keep watch?
So, Flamme
Don't sell it short.
was her master, huh?
This little sapling will grow. Someday down the line, you're going to make a horrid mistake. And you'll wish you had gotten to know the people around you.
Wow, she called it 1,000 years ago.
How needy.
Yeah, not quite. Flamme will be here to help.
So those are Flamme's notes?
Real ones.
And we're certain they're real?
They are.
Frieren was Flamme's best student.
And we're positive that she doesn't predate history?
Does it say anything
No, just
about
1,000
speaking
years
of the
ago, no
dead?
big deal.
It was already open to that very page. So
Wow.
She knew 1,000 years ago that
Yeah.
I would come back here someday.
Not only that, but she had the page you wanted open.
Aureole. The land
Oriole.
where
Okay, I
souls
mispronounced
rest.
that big time in the first episode.
Many. I spoke with friends whom I once fought alongside. It was the discovery of a lifetime, and will hopefully propel the
research on souls forward.
Soul
Do you think
research,
any of that is
interesting.
true?
Heaven exists. It's more convenient if it does.
I should try believing for a change.
Do you have any idea exactly where this place might be?
Enda.
But that's where...
That's correct. It is now home to the Demon King's castle.
Frieren, you must go to Aureole and speak with Himmel. You said you would help me, did you not?
So I don't think it's a coincidence that the Demon King's castle is there. That might be exactly why he chose that location. You know, because any place like what Flamme is describing sounds like it would have maybe some kind of like natural magic to it and its surroundings. You know, just a thought.
You picked up a few tricks. Where?
I think we both know the answer to that.
I'll do it then. We needed a destination.
So
She's
Enda,
already dead asleep.
As carefree as ever.
and they're back traveling with Eisen. This is cool. We got another
Sleep whining.
member to the gang.
Is it really that frigid around the Demon King's castle?
It's at the northernmost end of the continent. We braved much more than the cold in that place. Say, Fern,
Oh, how silly. She didn't get enough sleep, I guess, in the other village.
That's a fair question. I don't know the answer. She just drags me around on her aimless search for new spells. I'm always at her mercy. That said,
She's trying to wave that look. She got the book and she's good to
The
go.
rest of your party has given her some direction. The reason she took me on in the first place was because Master Heiter asked her to. But, well, she does care in her own way. Whenever
Yeah,
my
definitely.
birthday comes around, she picks out some sort of present for me. She usually seems indifferent to my presence. I'm curious what goes through her mind. She's a mystery.
that elf is a great teacher.
You're right.
You're really not coming with us?
Correct. It's as I
Oh,
told
he's-
you before, I would only get in your way.
Oh, I thought we were going to spend more time with him.
You remember the path to Ender, don't you?
Yes. We'll go through the Villa region. Then
Villa.
we'll cross Regal Canyon and find the Northern Lands checkpoint.
You have a long journey ahead.
So we'll be following the same route you took to the Demon King's castle on your first journey.
Okay, she stopped. So now she mentioned wanting to walk in the path they took. And now it looks like they're really going to be doing that.
That we will. Another brief 10-year adventure.
Another episode down, another great episode. I like the beginning, you know, whenever they're just doing kind of a menial task, but again, they're just getting to spend some time together and kind of bond that little bit. And time, like I said earlier, time in this show just goes by so fast. You know, the first scene or one scene, they're there and, hey, can you help us move this ship? Just all these objects out of the water. And then the next one, she's saying, oh, hey, you're my most loyal 3-month customer. It really is crazy, but I think it kind of, you know, works from the perspective of Frieren, you know, she is an elf, and so these times are extremely short, but we do see the changes around her still. Look how big Fern is now. And so after the cleanup, they were getting ready for, you know, the festival in the village, and I believe that Himmel was alluding to Frieren not necessarily enjoying the sunset all on her own, but enjoying it because she's there with people and to see, you know, how beautiful it is to them, how much they enjoy it. I think he knows that. I feel like she finds joy in other people's joy. He knew that about her. Eisen's back in it. He's still super capable. I want to know how old he is, how old he was before their mission to kill the Demon King, because you can see the aging in him, just because most of them's covered up, but you can see, you know, the aging in his eyes and in his hands. But I mean, unless I missed something, he was just like lifting up that boulder, that giant boulder. Maybe not like it was nothing, but it wasn't. He was capable of doing it, and then he's out there running on water like Sonic. I'm sure it was just like kind of shallow water, but still, he looked like he was cruising, and Fern was flying. Yeah, and they end up finding Flamme's notes, and I don't know how old Frieren was in the flashback, but she already knew the type of elf personality that Frieren had, because she made a 1,000-year prediction up to the page in a book, or, you know, page of notes that she would need. That is just crazy. So we know now that Frieren is her student, and similar to the flashbacks we get with the Demon King group. I'm sure we'll get more flashbacks with Flamme. So I already forgot how to pronounce Ariele, maybe it was. So we know how to pronounce it a little bit better. And now we're kind of on the mission to go there. And that's what Eisen's like, hey, I know you probably don't want to go, but you said you wanted to help me. So here you go retrace our steps we took those 80 odd years ago, and which is good because she mentioned that she'd like to follow in their footsteps to see, what remained of that journey. So now we're really following through to that. And let's see, I think it was Ende that they said they're headed to, and the northernmost tip. So, it took them 10 years the last time. I have a feeling it'll probably take longer this time because, we're just at the start of the show and they don't have, it is like a singular goal now to get there and find this place and, see what Flamme meant about heaven. But now she's got Fern, and we'll see how things happen. I'm sure there's going to be stuff along the way. And like I said in the first episode, like I know some fights that happen. So what causes us to get there and how long will that take? And because of the way time is in the show, I'm sure it's going to be quite a while. But yeah, they're on their way. Eisen's not coming, but he is older. He still seems extremely capable, but I guess he's just not up for the journey this time. And so we move on, just Frieren and Fern again. Now we're going back to the Demon King, where it ended but started, and now it's going to end there, possibly. Maybe also be the beginning. I don't know. We're going to find out. Thank you for watching. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I can get to some comments that I do receive and all that good stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll wrap up here. Thanks so much.